Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel, where there's only fun coding and no financial advice. Everything on here is nothing but a joke. Ha ha ha. Just to wreck your whole shit. And everything else is said for entertainment purposes only. Now, I had said before that, XRP itself ain't shit without XPR. And I said I did a test. I did a test with XBTC that moves faster than XRP, okay? Now, there's a video going around x.com, and I'm going to play the video for you. But this is the funny part. All the XRP army are playing this pumped, but they didn't really listen carefully to what these people said.
Never cryptocurrency comes next.
Hold on a second.
Edge, as advertised, Dom? Dom Chu has today's ETF Edge, as advertised, Dom? All right, so Scott, from adoption driven by Washington to a coming later on this week, there's a lot going on in cryptocurrencies. Joining me now is Sal Gilberti, the president and CEO of Tucrium Trading. This is an interesting development. You're one of the firms
Listen to this guy.
that runs a slate of ETFs,
is it him?
But one of them is a levered fund tied to the value of a
Watch what he says,
XRP.
He says
Just what can you tell us about how much investor interest there is in XRP and, of course, a levered instrument to it?
Well, thank you, Dom. There's enormous interest in XRP.
Did he say leopard?
The XRP Army, and I realize they call it that for a reason. We launched this fund. It'll be 16 weeks tomorrow, and the money that's come in is quite extraordinary. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Listen closely.
Successful fund. We're 16 years old today when I incorporated the company, coincidentally, and we've never seen a response like that.
How did you make the turn? Because the slate of products you have are mainly agricultural based, and then you decide to venture out into cryptocurrency, specifically XRP. What was the thinking there?
Well, we had
He said double X.
Bitcoin before, and we do have crypto interests, and I'm an XRP enthusiast. And when I saw the opportunity to file and get it approved, and really not holding XRP itself, but holding the derivatives so that we could leverage it.
See, not holding XRP itself.
We got a great ticker, double XRP, XXRP, and it
heard what he said, double XRP, XXRP?
And if you could...
Look at it. He says not holding XRP. Listen to what he says.
XRP enthusiast, and when I saw the opportunity to file and get it approved, and really not holding XRP itself, but holding...
You heard what he said? Not holding XRP itself.
Give investors what they want. They clearly want
double X.
We got a great ticker, double XRP, XXRP.
XXRP. You know what XXRP is?
Right out the door.
Do you know what XXRP is?
On a forecasting hat, somebody who...
Do you know what it is? It's right on the WebAuth wallet. You can only find XXRP on the WebAuth wallet, boy. That's not out of my mouth. That was straight out of that guy's mouth. I'm going to play it for you one more time. He actually says, not by holding XRP. Then he said, we have a new ticker, which is double XRP, XXRP, where you can only find it on the WebAuth wallet, right through Metallicus, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, boy. Let's play that one more time for the people that missed it.
We could leverage it and give investors what they want. They clearly want some leverage. We got a great ticker, double XRP, XX.
Come on, you're gonna say
specifically XRP. What was the thing?
Not holding XRP.
We had filed for Bitcoin before, and we do have crypto interests, and I'm an XRP enthusiast. And when I saw the opportunity to file and get it approved, and really not holding XRP itself, but holding the derivatives so that we could leverage it and give investors what they want. They clearly want some leverage. We got a great ticker, double XRP, XXRP.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm gonna play another video for you that's floating around through the army that they're so pumped right now. I think they also missed out on what this guy said.
How can you trust the Fed to do the keeping. I mean, like I said, my response is, well, you don't expect the Fed to kind of steal your money. I mean, if the Fed can print all the money at once, it's not going to like mess around with your bookkeeping. So, we have this big spreadsheet, the blockchain if you want, but it's just managed by the Fed. And it's very cheap, much cheaper than Bitcoin. If you're willing to delegate the responsibility to a third party. But then the downside of that, of course, is you'd actually suppose you didn't want the Fed to be.
So listen what this guy says, a RippleNet-like platform,
Responsible for processing the payments. I mean, suppose, the Fed will likely impose some KYC restrictions on some purchases. They might not process some purchases that you might want to undertake. And so it was at that point that I said, well, we could, if we wanted to, extend the concept one step further. I'm not saying that this is ever going to happen, but just conceptually, you could imagine not FedWire for all, but kind of like a Fed coin, where what the Fed would do is just issue these, Bitcoin-like objects, but and they would enforce a par exchange rate with the U.S. dollar. That would eliminate the exchange rate volatility. But they could delegate the clearing of these payments to some third party, some sort of Ripple-like protocol or
Ripple-like,
even Bitcoin. I mean, we could delegate the responsibility of processing these electronic,
So the only way that you can really use Bitcoin to be that fast if you wrap it through Metallicus, XBTC.
Bitcoin payments to the miners. And the idea there would be...
But you already said Ripple-like network.
Mike's girlfriend Jody is just a
Ripple-like network. Anyway, I just thought I'd just put that out there because I see everybody all pumped up saying XRP, but they did not really particularly listen. It wasn't, and he even said, not by holding XRP. I don't know what he means by that. He said, a new ticker, XXRP. A new ticker, XXRP. You do what you want with your money. I was just sharing what I noticed. I'll say hello to everybody. Yep, XXRP is only on the web off. Well, I don't know. I mean, XXRP and XRP are not the same because it's wrapped through Metallicus. It becomes a whole different coin. Well, that's it, people. That's it. You do what you want. It's not financial advice, but they're both two good coins.